Well, some investors in Shein might be losing some of their faith in the company's future. Backers of the fast fashion retailer, they're looking to sell shares in private market deals that put the company's value as low as $45 billion. That's according to a Bloomberg report. That's down roughly a third from the $66 billion valuation that the fashion giant reached in a fundraising round back in May of 2023. And this comes after mounting pressure from competitors like Temu, which filed a lawsuit against Shein last month for, quote, mafia-style intimidation of suppliers. Okay, so we'll see how that lawsuit plays out. But ultimately here, this is an IPO market story at the end of the day, a company that was widely expected and is widely expected to make its debut this year.
Yeah, exactly. And we also want to point out, not exactly an apples-to-apples comparison when we're talking about private transactions versus what exactly demand is going to potentially look like in the public markets. But it does put things in perspective, right? And it is a good gauge of investor appetite and exactly how this public debut, if in fact we do see Shein list here in the U.S., it gives us a good sense, a better gauge on interest. So that's why we're talking about it today. But I also want to point out that we got an interesting report from CNBC yesterday saying in the midst of all this, the Cyberspace Administration of China is also reviewing Shein's supply chain presence in the country. And that's where a bulk of its manufacturers and suppliers are located. And I bring that up just because of the rising tension, obviously, between the U.S. and China. Right. Shein has really tried to distance itself pretty much there from regulators from being associated more strictly, I should say, as a Chinese company. So again, you got to ask your question if it is very, very close ties and that's viewed like that as an investor, how that is then going to potentially impact investor appetite as well.
I left all my stuff in the cart for right now for my Shein order. All right, we'll see how this plays out.